Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and before we get started I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners on the lands on which we're gathering today. For me, that's the Yagara and Turrbal people, I believe. I would like to acknowledge elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Sovereignty was never ceded in this country, never ceded where I am. That's just something that we should all remember when we're in Australia. So howdy, I am Sarah. I am a plus size makeup, beauty, fashion YouTuber. I really enjoy making fun YouTube videos, and today is no exception. If you like the sound of any of that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the stuff so that YouTube thinks, wow, people like this person. We should share their videos. Anyway, today, as I'm sure you've seen by the title, and that's probably the reason that you clicked on this, is I'm gonna make myself look like a reindeer. I did this last year. My friend and I do it for work. It's Friday right now. I'm going to work dressed like this. This is a thing for us. And I don't remember how I did it. So I'm gonna try and piece that together. And just see how it goes, basically, and hope for the best. Use maybe some of my Instagram photos from last year to figure it out. I'm just going to start by putting some sunscreen on. Well, that's way too bright. This is the 11 Pearl Sunscreen Lotion. I'm pretty sure I got this in a Bella box. This stuff is so beautiful, and it's almost like a primer, because it leaves just the tiniest sticky finish. But it doesn't smell that bad. You know, sunscreen kind of always smells bad. This stuff doesn't. I'll put a picture up on the screen of one of my Instagram photos so you can see what I'm going for. But basically, we're doing space burns. We're doing a lot of bronzer and then putting eyeliner on top of that bronzer to look like white spots. Last year I didn't do a nose. Maybe I'll do one this year. And you're doing a wing, you're doing an inner wing, and you're bringing your eye open by putting white underneath it and then the brown underneath that to make your eyes look like a deer in the headlights. So that's what we're doing again this year. Oh, and the darker upper lip than the bottom lip. So that's the plan. I'm gonna quickly wash my hands because the sunscreen, as nice as it feels on my face, it doesn't feel nice on my hands. I don't like it. So I'm gonna go fix that. Fix that sensory issue. For foundation, I'm going to use the Rimmel Perfect Match in Classic Ivory. Feels kind of similar to my Dream Radiant Liquid that I love from Maybelline. But this one's slightly paler. Because I'm pale. I don't know why I thought that Maybelline one was a good match for me. I could use the lightning drops I got, but cannot be bothered today. I'm not really here for the coverage today. I don't really care. So I'm just applying a little bit with a sponge. I'm not going overboard, but obviously if you want to, you can. I'm just pretty happy with my skin at the moment. So lucky me. Does it feel like I'm whispering? I'm trying not to because Morgan told me not to. Our bedroom's right there, but I just kind of feel weird because it's like not even 6 AM yet. Oh yes it is, it's 6:08. And I have 2 hours before I have to leave for work. It just kind of feels weird being loud at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? Am I the only one? Surely not. I'm sorry if you can hear my air conditioner as well. I know it seems ridiculous, air conditioning at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not very hot right now, but it will be. Probably by the time I leave, and I don't want to be a sweaty mess before I'm even powdered down or finished my makeup. It will come later when I have to wear a mask on the bus for an hour. And I walk all the way to my office and just sweat city. This is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser from Maybelline, I believe. Yeah, Maybelline. I love this stuff, but it's stopped coming out the top. It now comes out the sides. It's just a bit harder to use than it used to be. Okay, I'm done. I'm just speeding through all of this because this video is not about how to put on your base makeup. I show that in pretty much every video, so go have a look at one of my other ones. This is about how to look like a reindeer. I'm gonna go ahead and set. Now we get to the important part, the bronzer. From my reference picture of my own face, the bronzer needs to be dark and it needs to come all the way up to here. So, that's easy. Just overdo your bronzer. Just putting it where I would normally put it, but putting way more of it on. And then, making sure that my forehead is brown. My tip when doing any kind of costume makeup like this is find a reference picture or a couple, pick the bits that you like, and just do it. Go hard. There's no point doing this if you're not gonna go all in. Everyone's gonna be like, what are you? Why do you have spots on your face? Do I look like a snatched reindeer yet? Actually, I kind of love my placement of this. I feel like I've done a pretty good job. I'm really bad at bronzer, so I've taken my bronzer all the way to my eyebrow, by the way, in case you're wondering how far it goes in. And I'm just gonna extend this out a bit too, I think. Let's blush me up. I'm gonna go a bit harder with the blush today. And I'm bringing it up here as well, very 80s. I'm trying not to bring it on the apples of my cheeks though. I'm trying to snatch my face a little bit. I did it a bit on this side though. I think my cheeks are just shaped differently on this side. Everything just goes on a little bit differently. And I have a little pimple here. I don't know if you can see it. I can. I don't really care. Okay, now I look sufficiently ridiculous. I feel like I don't though. Like, I just never put bronzer on, so this just looks insane. But I think for most people, they put more bronzer on than I do, so this wouldn't seem that extreme. I got a lot of bronzer up here though. And I don't have a giant forehead, so it does kind of make my head look small. Highlighter. I almost forgot. I don't care what animal I am. I'm going to be highlit. I know it's kind of unnecessary because I live in a sweaty place. So half my body is going to be very shiny by the time I leave this room. I don't even care. Just don't. Gosh, I just love highlighter. That'll come back. I always use my highlighter on my inner corner. Okay, I'm gonna do the spots last because otherwise when I'm doing other bits of my face, if I rest my hand on my face, I might destroy it. I'm just gonna set my face, let it dry, and then when I come back, we'll start with brows and then eyes. Okay, brows. Don't be afraid of having dark brows because you're trying to look like a reindeer. And I feel like a reindeer would have dark brows. I keep forgetting to say what I'm using. The blush was just something from W7. The Maybelline bronzer is the City Bronzer in medium cool. The highlighter is Ofra Steph Tom's. I know Steph Tom's doesn't support Ofra anymore, but I bought this before that, and I'm going to use it because it's amazing. I hope she finds another brand that she loves working with so she can make another amazing highlighter. This is the Flower eyebrow pencil in taupe. It's a nice match for my eyebrows, and I'll be using the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt clear gel. I had a couple of straggly hairs underneath my brows, so I plucked them, as you do. One of them bled. I didn't pick the skin. I was just colouring in my brows and I was like, what's that? It bled. It stopped. That's weird, that's never happened to me before. I might have to have a second coffee this morning. By the way, my bronzer and my blush both have a bit of shimmer in it, so my whole face is just shimmery right now. Keep my lips hydrated. I picked this up yesterday from the chemist. It's just a Burt's Bees. You'll know I'm a Burt's Bees stan. But it's salted caramel. And it doesn't taste much like salted caramel. It smells like salted caramel. And they had a pumpkin spice one there, which I didn't buy because I feel like I don't think I'd like it. I should have bought it. Regrets. If I see it again, I'll buy it. I'll let you know. But this is beautiful. Eyes. Eyeshadow I'm gonna keep really simple. Because there's no need to be intense with the shadows so much. I think I might use my Going Coconuts palette. You kind of just want to deepen your crease. Have something a little bit lighter on the lid. Make your inner corner really bright. And then you bring that, like where you would normally put your under eye shadow, bring it down like a fair way under that. And put a lighter shadow on top of it, more like skin color, or lighter. I haven't washed any of my brushes in about 12 years. Maybe that's this weekend's job. So I'm just color switching quickly. Bunch of eyeshadow brushes. I don't know which ones I'll use yet. I'm just gonna chuck Colada in my all over, because Colada is relatively close to my skin tone, but it's a good transition shade for me to blend into things. Okay, transition shade is on. Now we're going to use a smaller fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to go straight in with the darkest shade, which is Nutty. It's not as dark as you'd think it is by looking at the pan, but I'm just kind of patting it on a crease, on a V, sorry, outer V. So I may or may not have just gotten angry at how big I did my makeup and taken it off. So I'm gonna have to do it again. Sorry. Just because my eyebrows are so close to my eyes, I just left myself no room. Let's try again. I'm gonna run the colour this time in my crease. It's not blending very well today. I think I should probably invest in an actual eyeshadow primer. So even though obviously it'll disappear into my crease, you can blend up from there. You can't really blend down when you put it too high. That was my mistake earlier. Look how badly this is blending. It's so patchy. Use a fluffier brush, see if that helps. It's not going to be as precise, but it does blend a little better with this brush. It's still blending so bad. Maybe they're just old shadows? It's the first Colourpop one I ever got, but it can't be more than like 2 years old. A year old even. Because I only got into makeup during the pandemic. Oh, we're not supposed to say that on social media? Oh, this is awful. It looks better in real life than in the camera. In the camera it looks so patchy. In the real life it looks a little bit patchy. Anyway, I'll come back when it's done. That's a bit more respectable, isn't it? It's a beautiful shade in this palette called Coco Crush. And it's like a rose gold glittery kind of shade. And I've just put the tiniest bit on, just to be a little bit glittery, because I'm in the mood for glitter. Okay, that's gonna have to do. Let's bring Ofra back out and Steph Tom's. Just get this inner corner lit. And pull it underneath a little bit. After all, it is Christmas. If you ain't glittering, what are you doing? My lights are so bright you can barely see how intense that is. Highlight my brow bone with it as well. It smells so good. So good. Okay, let's do some liner. I'm gonna use like a pencil-y, crayon-y liner on my inner wing because I find it easier than liquid. I struggle with the liquid. I'm gonna see if I can do this so you can see what I'm doing. Oops. Not very dark. I'm gonna have to do this with liner. I'll do the liquid liner, sorry. I'll do the outline in this Yeah, it's not as dark as I want, but it's way easier to get a shape with a crayon style liner. And then I can just darken it a bit with my normal liner. Now let's see if I can not make this too thick today. I've been going ham on these lately. It's been really bad. Like that. That's not bad. I brought the like bottom end of my wing way down. It's not the best wing I've ever done, but because I'm going to be lowering my lash line a bit, I wanted to bring it out a smidge. I messed it up already. Sisters, not twins. This one's always so thick and this one's always so skinny. It's a little better. Sisters, not twins. Sisters, not twins. Sisters, not twins. It's fine. We're moving on with our lives. See, when you look at it from a distance, it looks fine, but when I'm looking at it so close, I'm like, oh gosh, Sarah, you look terrible. I don't. It's fine. I'm gonna use this tiny little smudge brush to put Nutty down here, but I'm gonna drag it down like there rather than right under my lash line, and I'm gonna start gentle if I can. I've got like a really big crease there. Oh well. Like a wrinkle, guys. I have wrinkles. And I'm just gonna try and pull it out a little at the edge. See? See, my eye looks a lot bigger. I'm gonna blend that now. Don't worry, it's getting blended. This is a really big brush, but it's flat, so I'm gonna blend it like that. Now we've done that, we get a white eyeliner and we go in the waterline. I just tried to get like it sitting right up against that black eyeliner there. See that? And now I'm going to draw it below. I'm basically just colouring in my eyelashes, but you want to, up down to where you drew that line, you want to put white. Bring it down. You can make it look less white later, but you need a white base, otherwise it's just going to all blend together. And I'm even going to bring the white over just underneath this wing. Oh man, this is hard to do. And show you what I'm doing. Can you see? Little mirror, and just hope I only need one hand. So I've just drawn directly under my inner wing. As far as white gel liners go, this is not the best, but it's fine. Alright, so there's my white under eyes. I'm just going to smudge it a little with my finger because this is a very crumbly liner. It's not a very good quality one. Oh gosh, it's taking antihistamine. Okay, I'm just going to colour switch that smudge brush I used for the brown and just put some of that shredded shade. Can't see what I'm doing. It's like a sparkly cream. Just on top of that, just to kind of bring it back just a touch because it's very white. You don't have to do this if you like the way it looks super bright white. There we go, that just took the edge off for me and made it a little bit easier for me to look at. Do whatever you want, babe. I am gonna put a tiny bit more brown. Am I doe-eyed? Oh god. And now, just to clean up a little bit, I'm taking a clean spoolie and I'm just gonna take some of the white gel liner off my bottom lashes. Oh, it's pretty stuck on there. Well, I'll just go over it then. Cool. Mascara and falsies, and then that is done. I bought some new falsies for this. I bought some, I'm loving the magnetic ones. So these are the biggest ones I could find because you need big lashes. But I'm gonna have to chop one magnet off because I know they're gonna be too long. Ow. The thumb grip fell off while I was doing that. I need a new eyelash curler apparently. Does anyone know of any eyelash curlers that are like a bit flatter or a bit smaller? Because my eyelashes just, my eyes just don't really fit in this thing. This eye does. This eye doesn't at all. Put my mascara on and I'll be back in a sec. Good job, Sarah. Absolute numpty. I got that everywhere, so I have to wait for it to dry so I can scratch it all off. This is a magnetic mascara. I mean eyeliner. You have to wait for this to dry, so I'm going to put it on and then do my spots. I am useless today. Far out. I feel like I don't feel as brown as I did before. Anyway, that same white gel liner that I used is going to be how I make my spots. I think I want more bronzer. Okay, so basically, you just draw spots. Right? Now close up they're a bit patchy, so I'm just gonna make sure they're all filled in nicely. Oh, they're already dry. Alright, I'm gonna go back in with that clean spoolie and clean up my mascara mess. Remember friends, if you make a mess with your mascara, you can fix it, but wait until it's dry. And then it just kind of scrapes off with a spoolie. Okay. So these lashes are enormous. They could be bigger, but these are the biggest magnetic lashes I've seen. Because I put my liner so far out, this actually isn't too long. I've managed to start it like a centimetre in from my inner corner because I don't actually want that too far in. I think I'm done with that. There you go, that was easy. Okay. Now the last step is lips. Now you want a brown upper lip for this. So I'm just gonna line one out. It's not brown enough. Let's try this one. I think all the liners I've used are Maybelline. By the way, I'm not gonna do a nose. I feel like I look cute enough. Space buttons. Let's do that quickly. That's relatively even. Probably looks really bad from the back, but that's okay. Oh, it's kind of cute like this though, right? It's okay. We'll put them into buttons. I might quickly curl this. Oh god, what have I done? You can tell I like never curl my hair. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is such a terrible hair straightener too. Look how like crimpy it is. That's all because I don't know what I'm doing and it's bad quality. Cool, that was a bust. I should have just left it alone. Great. Let's pretend that never happened. Okay, I am not gonna do the dressing up as part of this video because I actually need to get ready for work. It's getting close to the time I need to leave. So I'm just gonna hurry up. Basically just my brown clothes. It's as simple as that. My antlers are actually at work, so I'll take a photo with Darcy when I get to work and I'll put that on Instagram again. Yearly tradition. But yeah, that's how to do the makeup. Wear some brown clothes. Obviously it's hot here, I'm gonna wear a skirt and a singlet. But you know, it's also fun in winter because you can wear the leggings and the long sleeve and the turtleneck and whatever, but cool. I'm gonna wear my Doc Martens as well. I think that'll be cool. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take this lip liner and this eyeliner, this magnetic liner with me just in case they fall off today. And I'm gonna go. So if you stuck around to the end of this video, thank you. You're amazing. Also, happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating. I would love to see if you do dress up like a reindeer. I would like to, if you would tag me in your Instagram photos, because that would be super cute. I would love to see how you go. Anyway, I'm gonna go to work. Bye. Have a good weekend.